Dee-Dee Bailey is set to endure a harrowing experience in upcoming episodes of Coronation Street. As the ITV soap delves into the pressing issue of racial disparities in maternity care, the much-loved character will find herself in a distressing medical emergency, shining a spotlight on a serious real-world issue affecting many women. Fans will recall that Dee-Dee discovered she was pregnant last year, but the circumstances surrounding the baby's conception left her deeply conflicted, torn between her strong Christian values and the reality of her unborn child's parentage. She struggled to come to terms with her next steps. Haunted by the thought that her baby would forever remind her of Joel Deering, Dee-Dee ultimately made the painful decision to terminate the pregnancy. She found unwavering support from her family, but her choice sent shockwaves through her community, particularly affecting Lauren Bolton. For Lauren, the news was devastating. Her own baby, Frankie, was battling a serious illness and urgently needed a stem cell transplant. With Dee-Dee's child being Frankie's half-sibling, there was a high chance the unborn baby could be a match and potentially save Frankie's life. Faced with an agonizing decision, Dee-Dee reconsidered and ultimately chose to continue with the pregnancy to provide Frankie with a donor. However, she remained resolute in her plan to give the baby up for adoption once the transplant was completed, believing it was the most practical course of action. Actress Chanique Sterling Brown shed light on Dee-Dee's mindset, explaining that her character had emotionally detached herself from the situation due to the child's paternity. While she wished for the baby's well-being, she remained firm in her decision, refusing to waver. Yet, as events unfold, Dee-Dee is forced to confront the reality she has been trying to suppress. More recently, Lauren left Dee-Dee with mixed emotions when she told her that they had found another donor for Frankie, and in upcoming scenes, he is set to undergo the operation. As Dee-Dee pays a visit to the hospital to reassure Lauren that the transplant will be a success, she is suddenly struck with pain. She describes what she's feeling to a midwife, who encourages her to go home and rest. However, at the flat, her waters break, and she soon heads back to the hospital in agony, where Ed Bailey tries to find someone who can help. When a passing midwife makes an inappropriate comment, Ed and Aaliyah Nazir are left in shock. Meanwhile, a doctor takes Dee-Dee's blood pressure and informs her that she is suffering from preeclampsia, and the baby will need to be delivered immediately, leaving her terrified. Will the baby be okay? Things take a sudden turn when Dee-Dee suffers a hemorrhage and has to undergo life-changing surgery. Alone with Ed, Dee-Dee emotionally reveals that she had to have an emergency hysterectomy and Dee-Dee reveals to Aaliyah and Sarah Platt that her hysterectomy was entirely avoidable, about whether she really and because it was a result of gross negligence, she plans to make a formal complaint. Fully in support, Aaliyah agrees to help her start the process. Will Dee-Dee get the justice she deserves? Coronation Street have been working closely on this storyline with 3 organizations. Birthrights, a charity that was set up to protect human rights during pregnancy and childbirth. Motivational Mums Club, who empower mothers and birthing people to make informed choices and be able to advocate for themselves, and 5x More, the UK's leading women's health organisation focused on black maternal health. In 2021-2022, Birthrights carried out a year-long inquiry into racial injustice in maternity care to understand more about the experiences that sit behind the statistics that show that black women are 3 times more likely to die in childbirth than white women. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.